alcohol.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Alcohol we spend on NHS 2 point something billion a year.
One question about it.
Before, let me finish, yeah? To show you, yeah? Alcohol, fornication, interest, gambling, drugs, smoking, that destroys society and it destroys individuals.
Shisha haram?
Shisha is haram, yeah, harms the body. Yeah. Islam comes, say don't do it. Alcohol, they say drink only, like some people say, wine is the blood of so and so. No, wine is the blood of a Satan. You know, you agree with that? Because you see, so Islam says no, don't do that. So when you look to Islam, Islam legislation came from someone who lived 1,400 years ago in the middle of desert, yet is the best legislation for you as individual and for society. And guess what? He said that legislation came from the Most High.
I have a question. So I mean,
yeah, go on.
I heard from some brothers that when you go to heaven, there's a river of wine. Is that true?
Yeah. But the wine is not like this wine that intoxicates you and make you rape girls and rape and kill people. No, it's not safe.
Okay, cool. So,
yeah. But
so I mean, it's bad here, but it's good in heaven.
Yeah, different ways. Like you know, there's some types of fruit here that is not nice here, but in heaven is nice. Okay. That's why this stuff is a test.
Second thing, fornication, right?
Yes, fornication. Yes.
Is that having relations with women outside of marriage?
Yes, fornication. So
yes. Did the
not just outside marriage. Fornication, having sex with a woman outside the legislation of the Creator.
So, did Muhammad, who's one of his followers? Ali? No, not Ali, the other one. Who's the other? Abu Bakr.
Oh,
right? Did they not have concubines?
They have what the right hand possesses, yes.
And that was cool? I mean,
but I just told you that. No, I just told you, fornication, doing something outside the legislation, having sex outside what God legislated. Okay. God legislated in the war, because you're talking about servant females, yeah?
Yeah, I mean,
in the war, back in those days, why you have to... Brother, I'm speaking next to my ear.
Having like relations with women that you're not married with or can have kids with.
But back in those days, you have to understand, yeah? In Islam, in a war, God gave 4 options to the leader. In a war, proper war. Not a group of people, yeah? Proper war, yeah? So in a war, there's either, when you take the war prisoners, when you take them, either you let them go free, you know, or you exchange them with the other prisoners, okay? Or you ask the country to give them money to give them away, or if you want to keep them as a servant, so whatever the leader believes is best interest for the Muslim community, he does which one.
Well, there's the leader, as in Muhammad? Or?
No, any Muslim leader in our time. Oh, okay. Yeah, leader. So God gives options. So the leader looks, okay, having servant females or having servants doesn't apply or is not the best interest for the Muslim community. What is the best interest? Let us exchange the prisoners. So Islam did not come just have them as a servant. No. Now, if you keep them as a servant, you clothe them the same with the same garments. You treat them the way you treat yourself. You give them the same food. They have a right over you, you know. And if they work for you, make sure if you give them a hard job, they have to take care of them. Now people say there's no such as a servant females. You know why? Because now we throw a bomb and we kill everyone. That's why it doesn't exist anymore. But back in those days, you take them, take care of them, look after them. That's why many servants, female and males, accept Islam when they came directly contact with the Islamic teaching. They accept Islam willingly. You understand that? Yeah. So, because why? Back in those days, it's in the middle of nowhere. Either you can leave this woman and children, they'll be raped or killed.
You could just leave her, I mean.
To whom?
Well, I mean, just alone. You didn't need to.
In the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, I mean, they didn't. Well, they give us some money, some water.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Free, but I don't see why.
No, Tiger.
Can I finish? Sorry.
Oh, sorry, go on.
I don't see, because it's like you said that fornication is a no-go.
Yeah.
But I mean, it clearly shows some of your top guys have been having concubines and sex with women that they're not even married.
That's not fornication.
Isn't it?
No, it's
not.
What is
fornication?
As I said, fornication, having a sex, because why? When you have fornication with a woman, you believe she has no right over you. Okay. When you have intercourse with a servant female, she has a right over you. That's why Prophet Muhammad said, look, that's why when it comes to servant female, she has a right over you. That's why many men who doesn't want to get married. You know why? Because my girlfriend, I can do whatever I like. I can have something with her today, have it tomorrow, and I don't pay her, I don't give her money, I don't take care of her. Because why? She cannot take me to the court, and with the law that I have a right, she has a right over me. But the servant female, which we speak about something that doesn't really exist anymore, but for the sake of argument, there is no any doubt, is a justice. Now, what you have to understand, Tiger, there is something which is called illusional life and something called real life. In a reality, in the middle of desert, when there is nothing and there's many highway robbers killing women and children, you're not going to leave this woman. Which one is better? Is to leave her and you know. Hear me out. Is to leave her when you know she's going to be killed and raped and do every evil thing will happen to her, or take her, take care of her, treat her nice, and you allow her to have intercourse with her. Which one?
Is it consensual? Does the woman consent if she refuses?
Before that, which one is it?
Probably the second one was probably like
Would you
easier.
take her?
But there's the women that they're taken as concubines. I mean, is it consensual? Do these women want to have sex with?
Yeah, you have to tell her. You can't force her.
Yeah, you can't force a concubine.
Brother, how you can't force her? Listen, when you want to have intercourse with a woman, it's enjoyment, correct?
Yeah.
Billah alik, by Allah, how are you gonna force a woman? Why she doesn't want to give it to you? Like a Tyson, you're not going to have Tyson? No. That's what Allah said. That's what Allah said, what? عاشروهن بالمعروف.
Funny, you use Tyson as a reference, but I mean, Tyson raped the woman, but I mean, that's...
No. You know, Tyson, miskin, I don't know, because I don't believe in media and everything. You know, I don't believe this stuff, to be honest. You say this, I don't know. I don't know what Tyson said. You know, Tyson does, I want to hear from Tyson what he's going to say. You know, I don't believe in the media. Media make innocent people rapists and the rapists innocent. Anyway, my point here is that we need to teach up Islam. Huh? Yeah, so you want to have enjoyment, you have to take care of her, treat her nice, you don't have to force her. But you know, you jumped the gap though.
What?
You jumped from one thing to the thing.
Yeah, I know, I just focus on those two things.
Yeah, but
from what I heard about your religion. I mean.
But alhamdulillah, it goes in line with our sound reasoning.
Sorry, what are the three other things? I forgot them. So fornication and alcoholism isn't cool.
Fornication, alcohol, gambling. Gambling. You know people what they do, brother?
Bad.
Tiger. Some people, they will steal stuff from their own house to go buy, sell it and do gambling. It's allowed here, gambling.
Yeah.
But they say don't be extreme. How? It's like giving a baby a knife, say play with it, but don't be extreme. Doesn't make any sense. You know what differentiates Islam? Also, interest. Interest make the rich people richer and the poor people poorer. Do you know people talk about slavery? Do you know which slavery that we live in our time? The slavery of our desires. And that is the worst slavery. When you become a slave of your desire. Today it's okay to sleep with so and so, with a tree. Tomorrow it's okay to sleep with your mother. You are a follower of your desires. That's why in the Quran Allah says do not follow your desires. Because why? Desires is not criteria. So Islam teaches you also that you cut off the evil from its roots. No, you tell people, sell cigarettes, but you have to go easy. For example of that, let me give you some example here. We know that rape is illegal. Rape is illegal. Stabbing people is illegal. Yeah? Gun is illegal. Killing people is illegal. However, we invite people, singers, and we give them ridiculous money. And we give them a safe place, nice place to promote these crimes.
I mean, I don't really listen to that kind of music.
No, but watch this way. Look at the contradiction. One hand, they said, oh youth, don't do this. But on the other hand, they're bringing singers as a role models for this youth to glorify music, to glorify killing, to glorify raping. Islam will teach you, no, you cut it off. Allahu Akbar. That clearly shows you Islam from the creator of everything.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Oh, it makes perfect sense.
Why don't you become Muslim?
Just not a big fan. I like my freedom.
Where is define freedom?
I think my freedom to choose. I mean, so for example, I mean, drinking isn't okay in Islam. I don't drink excessively, but I like to have a drink now and then.
Is it good for you or bad for you?
Oh, it's bad. But I mean, it's a risk that I take.
So now are you
also
gonna
like
1 second, just hold
pork-based products. You know, I like bacon now and then. Obviously, you guys aren't allowed that.
No, wait. So now what you just did?
No. You're asking me why I'm not. Wait. The third thing is the whole. You're not allowed to like touch women, right? That aren't your girlfriend.
No. If you're not allowed to touch your wife, how are you gonna have intercourse?
No. I just said.
You're gonna say Wi-Fi. Do Wi-Fi intercourse?
No. Like obviously, like.
Or Bluetooth intercourse.
Yeah, I mean, no, like you're allowed to touch your wife, your sister, or your mother, but no other woman.
No woman.
And that makes sense to me. I get that, but I feel like you can have platonic friends. Like if there's a rule where like you can't touch your platonic female friend, I mean, I have more control over myself.
Before we go to that, firstly, alcohol. Even though you admit in front of us, alcohol harm you. So what you do, you choose a freedom that will harm excessively. You choose a freedom that will harm you. For the sake, you reject God's teaching for the sake of fake freedom that will harm you. That shows me something going on.
Well, I mean,
but I can see you're a sound person, you're a good person.
So I mean, I don't do it excessively. I just have it now and then.
But scientists tell us, and with empirical proofs, little
food,
harms, just as a lot harms, little alcohol harms too.
Oh yeah, so a little.
So what you do? So now the problem is not with the creator. It's the problem with yourself. You're choosing.
Shut up! I'm talking to my friend.
Tiger, you're choosing harm.
He's trying to convert me.
Yeah, no, revert you, not convert you.
Oh right, yeah, because
Revert you.
Yeah, because you're born Muslim.
No, yeah, but believe in God, yeah, no doubt. So what I'm saying to you, look, Tiger, yeah, don't blame the creator of Day of Judgment when God will say to you, look, the truth was clarified to you, you admit the truth, but you choose to follow something that will harm you. Don't blame the creator, because the creator has the attribute of mercy which we can observe, his effect of it, likewise the attribute of anger, and based upon the attribute of mercy create paradise, and based upon the attribute of anger create the hellfire. And he said clearly, not from his justice to make equal those who are righteous with those who are wicked. So you have the free will to choose, but you're choosing that which harm you.
I mean, honestly, I'm looking forward to the Day of Judgment, and I can ask the Prophet myself.
Yeah, that's what Pharaoh said.
Yeah.
That's what
Do you want a hug? Or?
No, COVID-19.
I'm not Muslim.
No. I will hug, even hug a non-Muslim. Yeah. But you know, COVID-19, no camera.
I haram?
Oh, I'm taller than you. I'm taller than you, is it?
No, we're about the same height.
Take care. Have a nice evening. But now, just what before. Now, brothers and sisters, Muslims, stop complaining why Allah is going to punish people. Stop it. People want to go to hellfire. We care about people, we love people, we want people to be guided. But you can see, he knows that what he's doing is going to harm him, but he's choosing that. So why are you going to blame Allah? You see a Muslim, Allah is going to punish him. He wants to be punished, my brother.
So you say, Shamsi, some people cannot be saved.
Allah says,
even if some of our family members as well, say if they're going to
we try our best. Look, we try our best to guide them. Yeah. We make dua for them. But if they choose misguidance, they want to go to hellfire, I'm not allowed to use my hand. تفضل. You know, جهنم أشد حرا لو كانوا يفقهون. آمين. And may Allah keep us firm upon Islam and Sunnah. I have to go.
I have to go soon as well, but I want to ask you something like, would you recommend for the youths if they committed major sins? And
if you commit major sin, then Allah sent the Quran. قل يا عبادي الذين أسرفوا على أنفسهم لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله إن الله يغفر الذنوب جميعا إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. Oh my servants who have transgressed, no commit sin. You know what transgress mean? You went beyond boundaries. You know when you know, I should stop here. No. Everyone knows you should stop here. You didn't do that. You went beyond that. Allah said, do not despair from Allah's mercy. Allah forgive all the sins. This verse is so powerful. So regardless how much sins we commit, regardless how great our sins is or are, Allah's mercy is greater than it. And why do I say why? Wasi'. What is it? Wasi' the word? Huh? Wasi' is wider. Allah's mercy is wider than it. That's not the word. I forgot to say. Spacious for places. Vast. That's the word. Vast. Allah's mercy is vast. Vaster than it, without any doubt. We should not give up, and we should know that doesn't mean because we are youth, we should be taking it easy. I'm still young. When I go to Hajj, I get married. When I go to Hajj, I stop doing haram. No. We have to turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if you turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala while you are younger, you get big reward.
I've seen that a lot of North Africans.
Before this guy is barking, can we go there?
Yeah.
Sorry, brother. Okay. Sorry. Can we move there? Because yeah, but brother wants to speak.